Hey friends, on today's quick video, we're going to be testing and reviewing this Polano thermal label maker printer. You can see it's really small, fits on your desktop here, connects via Bluetooth so you can print from your phone or from your computer. Comes with all sorts of accessories, including some paper to get started with. Might be perfect for eBayers, for Etsy, people that ship directly from their home office, or even a business environment. So we're gonna go ahead and get this set up. I'm gonna show you how it works, and we'll do some testing and review. So here's a quick look at everything that is included. We have our main printer. You can see roughly how large it is, fairly small. Nice little footprint on our desk here. We've got some test labels that will feed through. We have a driver on a USB as well as a little adapter for USB-C. Again, that's where you're going to get your drivers to install this on either your Windows or your Mac. We have a USB cable. This is a standard printer to regular USB. This is if you'd rather not use the Bluetooth and just go hardwire. We also have the power cable. This is the main power unit, and then the adapter here to plug into the wall. We have an instruction manual, and then we have a app quick guide. Okay, so I've got the printer all set up here on my desktop for testing now. Basically what we've done is we've plugged it into the back. You can see the power outlet is down there, and then we have our little switch to turn things on over there. Now, the main benefit of these printers, honestly, is their size. Like, it really is a small footprint to be able to get your labels for shipping. Now, it doesn't really do anything beyond that. It's not going to be useful as a regular printer by printing these larger sheets. But if you need something small for those shipping labels, and that's your main functionality, this is going to be a nice little feature for your home or even business office. So as you can see, we have it plugged in. You're going to see a red light over here, and that indicates there's no paper present. So we can actually load the paper by hitting the button over here. This is going to pop that top open, and then we can feed some of our thermal paper into the printer. It does come with quite a few sheets for you to test out. So I've got some test sheets here. We're going to feed it into the printer face up. You can see underneath these two little slots like this. I can close this down, and then when I push this button, you can see it turns green. I had to feed it a little bit in from the back, and it's now ready to print. Now, potentially one of the negatives is that it doesn't have a holder for the paper. So you have to use more of your desktop to have these stacked in the vertical or in those rolls. But again, if you're spooling from a roll, it can get a little clunky. So again, keep that in mind when you're ordering more printer paper. Okay, we've got everything set up, and there's a couple of ways obviously to print. One of the nice ways is from an app straight from your phone. So let's jump onto my iPhone and let's download the software and get our first print all set up. So if you use the included QR code that's on one of the insert sheets that's with the product, it'll take you to this website. And then as you can see, you can choose the specific app based off of your phone. I'm going to click on the App Store. The App Store opens up. You can see we can grab the app right here. I'm just going to click Get. Okay, with the app opened on my phone now, we can connect to our label maker here. And basically, you just need to make sure your Bluetooth is on your phone, which it is. Let's click Connect now. So as you can see, we can connect now to the PL80E. That is the model number. And I'm going to go ahead and click to connect here. We are then taken to the next screen. I'm going to skip this because I don't want to connect any kind of a profile. Now, there's a number of different things that we can do inside of the app. Up at the top there, you can see we have a specific style of paper that we can add. You can add a custom paper size. In this case, we do want to stick with that 4x6. That is exactly what this is designed for. Let me click out of here. We then can print documents on this specific paper. Not really useful for us. We actually have templates that are nice. As you can see, this is all specific labels and different codes that you might see for your home shop or office. I'm going to skip this. Now, the thing that I'm going to attempt to try today is this print images. I created a label on my computer. I actually sent it over to my phone, and I want to try to print it straight from the images here that are on my phone. So let's go ahead and do the print images. Now, if you don't have any images, it is going to either access your full library of photos if you let it, or specific photos that you can select. In this case, you can actually see that the sample label is over here on the left. That is the one that I want to print. And we're going to click Done. Now we have all sorts of image adjustments that we can make down at the bottom there. You can actually zoom in and out to make sure everything is looking okay. And then again, you can adjust the paper size down at the bottom. When you're happy, all we have to do is hit that print button. And as you can see, it just is incredibly quick. That sample label spit out super easy, literally took like a second, and we now have a label. We can pull it up or down and tear, and that will just crank right out exactly as we need it. It's basically now a big sticker, so we can peel that off, put it onto our package, and we're ready to go. So again, it worked fantastic. It works really, really quick. Now again, this was straight from my phone, which is really, really nice if you're creating on the fly with your mobile device. Now, obviously, a lot of folks are going to be doing things straight from their computer and printing. Now, I'm using a Mac, and this requires you to install drivers in order to print via Bluetooth and with the printer cable that is also included. This end will plug into the printer, and then this end will go into your PC or your MacBook. Again, you'll have to have an adapter, which it actually does come with. It comes with a USB to USB-C adapter if you need to plug it into a MacBook or a hub. Now, again, these are drivers shipped with the product, and I don't feel comfortable putting USB drives into my computer, so we're not going to be testing that phase. You can also download these from the internet. Again, this is a company that is published on Amazon, so everything should be up to snuff. But again, I kind of have a policy of not putting any USB drivers into my computer just in case there's malware. So there you go, friends. That's the Polano Thermal Label Maker Printer. Great little footprint. From my phone using the application, everything worked seamlessly, worked really, really great. I'm really, really happy with it. Now again, going from my MacBook over into the printer, had some conductivity problems with the Bluetooth, wasn't able to really try out that direct connection. So if you're getting it for a Mac, for your office, for that specific purpose, you may need to do some further research. Hope this review has helped. If it has, hit that thumbs up button. If you're interested in grabbing this, you can find it in the link in the description box below. And then stay tuned because we're actually doing a ton more of these little tech tutorials / review videos to make your life just a little bit easier. We'll see you again on the next one.